Hey, hello scruffers. Back again. Got a nice big motor here. Figure out what size of these. Yep, they're not 1/2 inch, by 7/16. Yep. Just gotta make sure the bolt's not turning. Yeah, that one. Kind of trying to. Get a big screwdriver on there in a second. One of these oldie but goodies. This one's a good size, so there should be some good copper in it. Get these 4 bolts out of the way. Should be done with these. Slowly getting that trailer loaded. A little here, a little there. I didn't hardly get out here at all yesterday. It was busy. Home care nurse came by Monday to get vitals and everything from my wife, and couldn't get blood. Tried sticking her 2-3 times. Couldn't get nowhere. So another one came out yesterday. Same thing. Okay, these are cast iron. They could probably go in short iron. It's got a, looks like a brass or bronze bushing in there. So I'll see if I can knock that out and get a punch. Try to work my way around it so I don't put it in a bind. It might be hitting the table now, so it fell through. Yeah, I'll just set this aside right here for right now because I got another one out there, or a wheelbarrow out there for short iron. That's cutting some stuff up out there. Well, I'm glad my toes weren't there. Okay, this one's got quite a bit of stuff in the way, quite a bit going on here. Like screws, but getting to those screws might be kind of fun. I'm not sure if I can go out backwards on that or not, so I'll just give it a shot going this way. Okay, that one will still need a little bit of cleanup. Nice brass bushings. Look pretty yellow, so I'm going to say it's yellow brass. Does not stick to the magnet. A lot of crud down in here. This looks like black dirt. This is not tin on the outside here, it's pretty thick metal. So, not exactly sure on that one. I'm going to take this box off, get it out of the way, and we'll go from there. So I'll take the angle grinder and make a cut over here somewhere and see if that relieves enough pressure to get that stator out of there. Doesn't look like it's got a whole lot of windings in there, but yeah, I started cutting up the brush hog the other day and it got late, so I still got it out here in the driveway, and then I was busy yesterday with a lot of stuff. Okay, anyway, I'm going to take the angle grinder to it, so if you guys are wearing earbuds, you might want to turn your volume down for a minute, or pull your earbuds out. Let's go ahead and sweep a little bit of this off out of the way. I had to take my wife to the doctor early this morning, and I got a 4 o'clock appointment with the dentist, so yeah, keeping me running. Okay, here we go. Get the wires pulled through the hole so they don't kind of hold this thing up. Okay, we'll see if it'll drop out of there. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and make a cut here. Most of these are pretty thin metal, and I throw them into shred, but this one here is thick enough, I think it can go into short iron. It's pretty thick. Okay, we are back. Yeah, I went to pause the camera to get things set up, get the compressor turned on and stuff, and I noticed the monitor was dark. I thought, okay, so apparently the camera crashed on me there, so I lost a few minutes of video. But basically I was just cutting the housing off of that, made 2 cuts, and I mentioned it was, as thick as it was, it could go for short iron. And we got a lot of copper in this rotor here, so if that wasn't there, we'd probably have a lot more copper here. So I'm going to throw this in my milk crate down there. I got a bunch of rotors, smaller motors in there, and take them to the yard one of these days and see what it pays. Probably going to be considered copper bearing motors. Okay, what I like to do here, of course, well, that one's not tied. This one's got a string around it. Some do, some don't. So what I'd like to do, when I cut it with a angle grinder to keep the copper from just flying everywhere, kind of wrap it with blue tape. Yeah, get this video done, then I got a couple things to do, and then I'll have to get ready to go to my dentist appointment this afternoon. So, and then get get home, change clothes again, and then come back out for a little bit, maybe. Yeah, I got a call the other day for pick up a couple chest freezers, one little bitty one, and they said they had a big one. Thought they were talking about an upright, but come to find out it was a big chest freezer. Old one. That's about all I could do to get that thing in the back of the truck. Probably should have taken the trailer because it had a winch on it. Okay, let's see. I think this is one I used when I mixed up my refractory the other day. Okay, I got a couple strings, so grab my knife. We'll go ahead and get this cleaned up real quick. Get these plastic pieces off. Let's get the garbage can over here. Got to try to pay attention to the monitor. Make sure it doesn't go black, and that keeps it, you know, that does say record on it. You never know this. I'm about ready to order me another GoPro. Get me another one. I'll definitely want a GoPro this summer when I'm out in the boat. Okay, so that part's done. Yeah, we're not gonna get a lot of, for as big as this motor is, I thought I'd get a real good copper score on it, but it doesn't look like it's gonna bear out that much copper. Not out of the stator anyway. Yeah, I've been out here just trying to do a little bit of cutting up some metal. Cut up an old barbecue grill the other day that was all rusted out. I started cutting up that brush hog. Still got a ways to go. I think most of that money most of the metal on the brush hog, I think is going to go for tin shred. There's going to be a little bit of heavy iron on it. Not a whole lot. Okay. Okay, that's got a pretty good little chunk of copper there. Yeah, we might have, I don't know, a couple pounds maybe, huh? It looked like the whole shell of this motor went to short iron though, so. One good thing about scrap yards though, if you don't have the tools or the time to tear these down and get copper out, you can just sell the motor. You don't get it near the good price, but they kind of look at how much more work has to be done to it to get it clean. Of course, I'm sure that most yards probably don't, if you take them the motor and sell them the motor, that's probably how they sell it. They probably don't clean them. Okay, that's ready to go into the wheelbarrow for short. I'll take this over and set it on the scale and see what we got. Yeah, get these other pieces off the scale first. Zero it out. It says 2 pounds 6 ounces, but the bucket itself weighs about just a little over 3 ounces. But we got a little over 2 pounds out of that, so that's $6. Now I've got to go in and wash up and change clothes. Well, I'm going to get the tractor over here, and I got about an hour before I have to get ready for the dentist, so I might get the tractor over here, raise that up, and do some cutting with the plasma cutter real quick. Get a little of that done before I have to get ready to go. So I want to thank everybody for watching. As far as the wife, she's doing better. I had to take her to the doctor this morning, and today she was able to kind of sit back on the seat and raise her feet up high enough to get them into the truck. When I brought her home from the hospital, and last Wednesday when she had to go to the doctor, I had to kind of help her lift her feet up, get into the truck. Today she did it by herself, so she's getting stronger. And I'm hoping soon that she'll be able to get up out of the chair by herself without having to have assistance. She's still not eating a lot, but like I said, she hasn't eaten a lot for over 3 or 4 months now, so you know, her stomach's probably shrunk down pretty small, so it doesn't take a whole lot to get her full. But I think her appetite will come back in time. So, yeah, she wanted a grilled cheese sandwich today, so from Sonic. So after the doctor, we went by there. She's really not supposed to have fried foods, but you know, it's been a week since she got out of the hospital, so well, she's not going to have eat too much of it anyway. So, if lucky, a quarter of the sandwich, but shouldn't hurt her. Anyway, got the furnace out there kind of refractory drying and setting up. I might put a light bulb in it later today, put the lid on it, and try to get it dried out good, and maybe here next week maybe I can start melting some aluminum again. But we'll see. I need to order a bigger bit for the melting pot, a bigger burner tip. So I might get on Amazon later, and I think there's a couple other little things I want to order. So, okay, we'll see you guys later in the next video, and I want to thank you all for watching. Remind you of my Amazon affiliate link. There's lots of good tools and consumables that we use, things I recommend that I use myself, and we'll see you in the next video. You take care, and happy scrapping. Keep them loads heavy.